Good morning from Iraq, from Erbil to be specific. I can show you real quick the map. So we are here at the moment, and I have a big goal for today. My goal would actually be to go to Baghdad today. So we will see if I can do all of this. In between there is Samarra, and a bit before Samarra there is a mosque that is abandoned. And it's very popular. I think if you saw anything about Iraq, you might have seen this tower that is on this place. So this is where we go first, and then we will continue to Baghdad. I'm rushing a bit through this country because my bike still has a little bit of fuel problem. I think I have to change the fuel filters, and I couldn't get them anywhere before. Like, I couldn't get them in Turkey, I couldn't get them in Serbia. I tried to buy them before, but I couldn't. So now I ordered them in Germany, and it only took 3 days for the package from Germany to Kuwait. And it's already there, and now I have to go to Kuwait as fast as possible and yeah, exchange these fuel filters finally. So let's go. They just drive over the red light. This is really funny. I think it's just so funny. You really never know what they do. They just drive from one lane to another, anywhere. So my hotel room here was 22 euro per night, so that was actually okay, but I had to stay longer. Well, on one hand it's good because now the sun is out and the last days were really bad, but because Friday and Saturday everything is closed, I had no chance to get insurance for my bike, and now I got insurance, which is I don't know, kind of ridiculous, because the maximum amount they insure is 8,000 euros, 8.5 I think. In Europe I have something of like 50 million. So this is really different here. But on the other hand, I don't really feel good driving completely without insurance. And I'm definitely on the wrong lane. Oh, they want to go over here. All of them? No, maybe not. Today we will cross into federal Iraq, so we will leave Kurdistan. But don't ask me where exactly the border is, I have no idea. At least it should be visible if we look at the flags, because here you have the Kurdish flag. Yeah, I think all the riding here in Iraq will be pretty much straight roads with a lot of traffic, which is just because on the checkpoints they always send me back, and because of my fuel problem I will not try all the time to get off the highway, because it's just not worth it. I'm riding almost blind, hey, I don't see anything. Worst fog I've seen in a while. The taxi in front of me is already driving with the indicators on. That is really awful, eh? Damn, he's just gone. I can't even see like 30 meters. Ah, there he is. Wow. Oh, my eyes, it's so cold. I can't imagine, eh? I just use one indicator because I don't have the option to turn on both. I made it out. Yes. Does he have carpets on the truck? Assalamu alaikum. Passport? Should I go to the side? Could be that this is already the federal Iraq region, because he just checked my visa. Actually, I got the e-visa, so I only got the digital form, but I printed it, luckily, because now they asked me for the visa and I was like, yes, I can show it to you. And now I'm absolutely sure I'm in federal Iraq. I actually saw the goodbye sign of Kurdistan. It's impossible to make at least 50 meters in between these checkpoints, eh? You gotta be kidding me. Oh man. And they had different uniforms, so I'm really curious why they have different uniforms on two checkpoints that are basically like I don't know, what was that, 2 kilometers apart. They have these checkpoints really everywhere. Everywhere. Doesn't matter where you go, really. Okay. Okay. That was good. Uncommon. I think that was checkpoint number 7 for today, and the second one that waved me through. All the other checkpoints checked my visa, my passport, everything. That's an interesting taxi, huh? These are children, hey, unbelievable. So I need fuel, and there should be a fuel station in a few meters. But now we will see, because I heard that they are not allowed in federal Iraq to directly fill your tank on the motorbike out of some strange regulations. Yeah, I'm curious, because as far as I saw, you have to fill the bike with a canister or bottle or anything. Okay, let's see. First time getting fuel in federal Iraq. Is
هو البوزر طفي امشي وياي.
Okay.
يندفع ماطور يندفع طفي الماطور.
Yeah.
طفي
Here?
طفي ايه.
Okay. Like here or? Okay. Right.
ادفع.
Okay. This is ay. That's interesting. Okay. No, quick. And
خلاد تعال 22 خلك. How are you?
good, and you? Almania. German, yeah.
ألمانيا. ايش قد هذا ايش قد سعره؟
The bike like 10,000 euro.
عندك ترجمة؟
Like translate or?
لا بس اسمع يا ابوي حجي جاء حكي لي يا سيدي راح احكي لك وما راح احكي لك. اقول لك كابتن
like euro.
يعني ايش قد؟
like 10,000.
يطلع شده ونص. هسه انت وين راح تطلع مسافر؟
Kuwait, Saudi Arabia.
حكي لي
You go Kuwait?
راح نسافر هي. حيو
Sweet. Too much fuel. This is so annoying. It's too full.
No benzene.
Yeah.
Slowly. Carburetor.
It's too much benzene, so it's like
Carburetor. No filter. We can help you. Wanna take some gas out of the tank?
I don't know if it's faster, you know. Usually it takes 10-15 minutes and then
It's up to you.
what do you have to take it out, like
صوندة
but it's
الخزان جيب الجوب صوندة ودبه
Up until that point I still didn't know the cause of the problem. Since I never fill my motorcycles up to capacity, I'd never had any issues with the system before. However, this refueling process was key because I'd only filled the rear tank, yet the problem occurred in both tanks. And draining the fuel didn't help. That brought me a significant step closer to troubleshooting the issue. Ah, ja, sure. Jetzt geht's mir echt auf den Nerv, Digga. Yep, again off. Every time getting fuel ends up in not being able to drive for 20 minutes, say. I don't get it. I have to follow this car now. That is so wild. There's my goal, actually, on the right side. You can already see the tower. But I don't know why on the checkpoint they now told me I have to follow this guy to go there. I mean, like, this is like 50 meters. What's going on, eh? So this is how you end up in a police convoy. You're just in a checkpoint, then this car pulls up and is like, okay, you have to follow me now. Alright. This is the better way, I guess. So they didn't want me to take the wrong off-road track. This is too wild, eh? If they don't let me go there alone, I think I have no chance to, like, I don't know, how much time do I have? How much pictures can I take? Unbelievable, eh? Sightseeing with the police, that is something new. Wow, this looks incredible. This car turned off again. That is actually so funny. These cars are barely alive. There's so many cars. And I'm not allowed to go there by myself. I can't believe it. This is so funny, eh? Incredible. Look at this, hey, this is really cool. Okay. Yeah, this is better. Just north of Samarra stand the ruins of the Abu Dulaf Mosque, built in the year 859 during the Abbasid era. At the time it was one of the largest mosques in the Islamic world, designed in a similar style to the famous Great Mosque of Samarra. The spiral minaret rises from the desert like a relic from another time. Today the mosque is no longer in use and remains as part of a vast archaeological site that tells the story of a once powerful empire. And it turns out it takes quite a bit of courage to walk the way up to the top of the tower, because the higher you go, the narrower the steps become, and unlike the tower in Samarra, there is no handrail or protection at all. And of course, the higher you climb, the deeper the drop, which, unfortunately, was a level of bravery I didn't have that day. Hey, hey, hey. I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Come. لا لا.
This is good.
That's a good, eh?
The other guys with the cars over there, they told me that the tower in Samarra is even bigger. I'm actually sad I didn't walk all the way up, but to be honest, the stairs are really small in the end, like narrow. I can. Okay, okay. Tamam. Shukran. This is better anyway. Ooh, this is muddy. We'll go here. Yes. Better. So now I have to go right. That was random, eh? I know it's easy to say that, like I would have walked up the spiral, but I had my camera and my selfie stick and my key of the motorbike and these boots. So with the boots I had a really bad feeling on the steps, which are super short, and then the track, and then the stairs were super narrow, so I was like, oh, okay, if I slip with my shoe off one of these steps and I don't have any free hand to actually use for holding myself, I was like, okay, no, I'm not walking all the way up now. In the beginning I thought, oh, that's easy, because the steps are really wide and everything is just big, and there's like, yeah, no problem. But on the top it's very narrow. Ah, I can already see the tower. The second stone tower in Samarra. Almost there. Another checkpoint. Another passport control. I wanted to count them, but impossible. I think I stopped counting at over 10. Oh, this is so hard, eh? Look at the tower. This should be an active mosque. Incredible. I think I will just turn here already. There's another checkpoint. Where is the entrance? I have no idea. There's also a checkpoint. Of course, I mean, you cannot get around with turning. Salam, hello.
Alman?
Almania. Can I get in?
Yes.
Yes.
Park it.
But on this side?
Yes, park it.
Okay. So I just can I drive one round? Here?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Shukran. I think on the right side here is somewhere the parking. Okay. There should be parking for the... Okay. So, where? I think this one here. Passport, yes.
1 minute.
First in there,
Malwiya.
and then Baghdad.
Malwiya مغلق.
Closed?
Water.
Yeah, okay.
Italia.
Almania. Okay.
Daraj.
Here?
Daraj.
On this? Okay.
Water. وخروج.
Okay. Shukran. Okay. So I think closed. Like you cannot even get onto the area, huh? Yeah, I think it's okay. Whatever. As far as I understood, I cannot go in, it's closed. So I just take a few pictures from outside. That is crazy. I've never seen something like that before. That is scary, eh? my goodness, eh? What a chaos, eh? Unbelievable. So, I'm in Baghdad. And now I have to find a place for the night. I already have a hotel in my navigation which is on iOverlander, and they wrote that it is 35,000 for 2 people, so I wanted to check that, but without breakfast, which is a bit sad. But I still have 6.6 kilometers to go there. It's a huge city, eh? I had no lunch today, so I'm really looking forward to get some dinner later. And I think there are enough places here. I have no clue where it should be. On one of the corners. Maybe it's not there anymore, I don't know. This should be good here. Hotel Divan. Oh, there's a tiny little lake on the road. So we made it to Baghdad. Unfortunately, my battery died like, I don't know, a few seconds before I reached the hotel. But I just stopped, I went inside, I asked for the room. And the good thing is, my motorbike is actually parked inside of the hotel. So this is very nice. It costs 40,000 per night, which is approximately 26 euros, 25, 26, something like that. So this is okay. And I have breakfast included. And yeah, it's a super tiny room. I basically have my single bed, a little desk, a tiny wardrobe, and even tinier bathroom. This is the shower, so yeah, very small. I think for Baghdad the price is okay. I think I could ask for a lower price because he was like, it's 45,000, and I just said yes, and then he was like, okay, we make 40,000. So I think he actually like thought I would ask for a lower price. I'm just not good at this. Like I usually say, okay, I don't care. Never mind. I finally think I found the reason for my fuel problem. The reason for the problem I experienced after refueling the bike. After we took the fuel out, the problem was still there. The bike died, as you can see in the video. So I was thinking, so what is after the tube, you know? And of course, there's another filter behind that. And I don't know why I didn't think of this. So the fuel is going in the filter, which is only for fuel gas. It's not for liquid fuel. So that is the issue. And this is like, again, a thing that is mandatory in Europe for emissions and everything. So the fuel gas will be eventually returned to the engine. It's a carbonate filter, and like in the whole process they still use that fuel gas that is going inside the filter and put it back into the engine, but it's not made for liquid fuel. And if you overfill the tank and it goes into the filter, the bike will turn off. And now it finally makes sense that it's the same for both tanks, because I had the issue with the front tank and with the back tank, and I switched the tanks and it was like, why isn't it changing? You know, if you have a problem with one tank, it should be okay with the other tank, but it wasn't. And that is because this carbonate filter is for both tanks. It's the same. So finally, I think I have an idea what is happening. So for now, because I don't have any tubes, anything to fix that issue, I will just take the tube off my fuel cap. In that case, yes, when they overfill, the fuel will just leak out onto the bike, but it will not go into the filter itself. And that should, for now, solve the issue. I will take this tube and just turn it around put it somewhere where it just can breathe freely, and then I have to find a solution for that problem. That is actually really bad engineering, and I never had this issue like this. So yeah, any kind of fuel related issues are pretty much new for me. For cars, that is just not existent, and I'm a mechanic for cars, so I have never thought of this. With my GS, it wasn't an issue ever. So yeah, it's a very bike specific issue, and it took me forever to find this out, but now I have a solution, I think, and as soon as I reach Kuwait, I can tackle all the issues for the tank. I wanted to explore Baghdad a bit, and the best way to do that is on foot. So I ended up walking nearly 15 kilometers through the city. My first stop was the Baghdad Museum, but unfortunately it was closed. Then I continued to the Al-Shahid monument and found that it was closed as well. After that I just kept walking through downtown, through busy streets and through countless markets. The city, much like the traffic, is incredibly hectic.
Morning.
Morning.
Where are you from?
Almania.
What's your name?
Nicole.
What?
Nicole.
Nicole?
Nicole. And yours?
Sit down. Maria? Maria?
Almania, yeah.
Maria.